Hello there, welcome back for another Secondhand Opinions video. I'm Jason Alderman, the internet's favorite fat mouth, fat ass, bringing you fat stacks of fuck facts. Evidently, the left coast has been feeling ignored lately, and they want a little more attention. All the stuff's been going on the East Coast, and they want you to focus on them again. City officials constructed a concrete wall around the Capitol Hill police precinct in Seattle after suspected arson attack occurred while officers were inside. Officers will continue to be stationed in the precinct and respond to 911 calls in the area, a city statement on Friday, according to the Seattle Times. The triple-stacked wall erected Friday is an addition to a shorter barrier and a chain-link fence that were previously set next to the police station. In June, police vacated the precinct when demonstrators set up what they called an autonomous protest zone. Seattle, like many cities, had large protests against racial injustice and police brutality after the death of George Floyd in Minneapolis police custody on May 25th. This week, federal prosecutors charged a 19-year-old Alaskan man with arson. Desmond David Pitts is accused of setting trash bags on fire Monday night in a part of the precinct where police cars exit a secure steel door. David Pitts began his activism after his 16-year-old brother was killed by police, according to the Anchorage Daily News. Mike Solan, president of the Seattle Police Officers Guild, called Monday's fire an act of domestic terrorism. City officials told the Times that they are equipping the precinct with additional fire extinguishers and securing exposed windows. Somehow, I expect the folks up in Seattle don't want this shit to happen again, so they're battening down the hatches. And I bet if you guys try it, they're going to ask Trump to send in the feds. It worked in Wisconsin so far. Everything went back to being pretty peaceful. They're still protesting, but it's marching down the streets and harassing people driving, not beating people up, shooting people, burning down buildings. So that's a hell of a change in my book. And not to be outdone, Portland protests, fires set at police union building as protests continue. Didn't we just do this? Fires were set outside a Portland police union building early Saturday morning, according to police, as demonstrations in the city over racial injustice stretched into their third month. Protesters gathered just after 12:01 a.m. Saturday at the Portland Police Association building, which has been the site of numerous demonstrations in recent weeks. The statement from the Portland Police Bureau said. Multiple dumpsters were wheeled into the road and at least one was lit on fire, the statement said. Demonstrators then put debris against the front door of the building, appeared to spray accelerant on it, and lit it on fire. Protesters were ordered to disperse so that police could extinguish the fire, PPB said. As they approached, protesters threw objects, including rocks, at officers. Police said some officers suffered minor injuries. Police used crowd control munitions, but did not use tear gas, according to the Portland Police Bureau statement. Multiple arrests were made, police said, and an arson investigator responded to the scene. Alrighty, guys, like I said, I think the left coast wants some more attention. I think the last thing we need to be doing is giving it to them. I know these videos pointed out are probably not a help, but I have a small viewership. I'm just trying to point out to people what's going on. Let's all pretend like our opinions matter. Leave that shit in the comments below. And remember, this is social media, so do all the things.